Hello, hello. Welcome back to Let's Play Final Fantasy XIV. I thought I'd go ahead and start recording again because, well, this is gonna relate to Crowd telling us more shit. So, yeah, you know, felt like I could go ahead and record an hour of Eureka Animos. Maybe we'll get up to the level we need to be at to get the final Magicite or whatever. Now, you don't, every time you pick up a Magicite, you don't have to immediately talk to Crowd to use it. You just need to come over to your Magia board and allocate it. And it pretty much behooves you to allocate all of them into attack. Later on, in like the third iteration of Eureka, we might be able to get a 6th Magicite. And that can be kind of fun. Well, now we gotta actually get up and level. So, it'll be a lot of fighting. I think optimally, fighting monsters that are 2 to 3 levels ahead of us would be the best. For challenge log completion, we need elementals, and we need sprites who are our level or higher. Or I said elementals. I meant sprites and undead. Actually, they call them Ashkin, but they mean undead. And undead only come out at nighttime. So whatever. Until nighttime, we want to look for stuff that's level 16 or higher. And sometimes the Animos is the wind-swept portion of Eureka, so you'll see like twisters and things, even though it's, I think the weather is currently clear, right? Fair skies, yeah, that's clear. So I don't remember the exact layout of monsters in here. I do know that we have an entire outer layer of the map that I haven't gone to. That's because all of the monsters in the outer layer of the map they range from level 21 to I think as high as 26. Although there might be some ones over in the very southwestern corner that are even higher than that. So also, last time I got both of these Aethernet shards, and I could have used them to teleport up here if I'd thought about it, but I didn't. I don't really remember the level arrangement for the entirety of this place, because initially what you did when you came in here was it was really popular, and so you teamed up with other people, and that allowed you to you know, kick more butt. And you would, instead of trying to EXP off of monsters completely, like you did that at first. You did that for like the first, like, I don't know, 6 or 7 levels. And then once enough people built up a sort of, you know, base amount of levels, they started going around looking for notorious monster spawns, trying to figure that out. It was completely uncharted, you know. So like my friends and I, we jumped in right away. Like my friends looked forward to this more than anything else, and they jumped back in on it like it was old Final Fantasy XI, as if it was just competitive, as if like we were hunting high notorious monsters back in, you know, like when they were 24-hour spawns and people were using claim bots to, you know, get a leg up on the competition. Now, I don't know how much the damage boost from the elementals is, the elemental blessing. I think it's like 5% or something. It's pretty small, but it could be worse. Jeez, the swarm never sets. I think that's Valcom Emperor. All the notorious monsters in Eureka, one of the reasons why it's a love letter to Final Fantasy XI in particular, is all of the notorious monsters, whether they share a sprite with, I said sprite, well, a model with an 11 monster or not, they share names. So like, there's a scorpion in him, and they call it Circuit. And Circuit was a level 60 or something like that, or 55. Highly notorious monster. One of the first highly notorious monsters they ever made in Final Fantasy XI. I did actually do a couple of notorious monsters last time on Clyde. I actually did 3. You got credit for 2 of them. They died so quickly. And I didn't team up with anybody, so that was another reason. If you want a surefire gold, it's just the same as Fates in the overworld. You gotta make an impact. So tank is the easiest way. But well, Clyde on Samurai, as long as he's there at the start, he usually does enough damage to get gold. And usually what the player base does is you've probably seen the chat going by if you pay attention to it at all. They have these sites set up, they call it the tracker, and it's basically some sort of third-party timer tool, or I don't know if it uses. I don't actually know if it uses a third party or not. I'm not really versed in it. It might just be a timer list. But basically, when an instance is considered fresh or whatever, like you go in and there was nobody else in it, they consider it fresh. And then they go around spawning the notorious monsters. And as they kill them, they put, like the site has a list of the monster names. They put in the monster names of the killed monsters. And all the monsters in Eureka have like I think a 1 hour respawn or something like that. The notorious monsters. They can spawn supposedly like 3 or 4 times per instance or something. I don't actually know the specifics on that. But basically you keep track of it and you rotate through the list of notorious monsters, spawning them one at a time, killing them one at a time, until there's there's nothing left or whatever. And with that sort of thing going for you, you get a lot of Animos crystals. You also get tomestones. I think it's all poetics now, because Clyde got poetics. But it might just be the highest tomestone you have unlocked. If it's not, then I don't know what it is. At 80. But I think it's the highest tombstone you have unlocked, because some people actually prefer to do this for their tombstones, from what I've heard. Or they used to, anyway. That was something I forgot about completely until killing the notorious monsters, was that, you know, you actually got Also, if you're wondering, food doesn't actually affect your elemental experience points gained in Eureka, which is kind of sad, but it doesn't. So. Just the elemental buff and whatever buff they decide to give to the older areas of Eureka, which I think every area of Eureka now has the experience points buff, so that's kind of nice. One of the reasons I prefer to go through it like this solo and level up is I'm beholden to no one, and I don't have to feel bad about my social interactions. Like, because I'm not really one of those people who feels like super duper bad whenever I get to a party and don't try, but I'm a hard worker, I guess. Like, I try my best whenever I put my mind to it. And I really don't like going in and sitting around. Even though that would be the much easier way to get things done. I could, like, watch a movie or just idle while other people do the work. That's how a lot of people got through Eureka. They just came in, they let the other 140 people do the work, and they only picked their ass up for notorious monsters. That was why the train was so popular, because there's always people out there that they want to be the leader, they want to lead the masses, they want to tell people what to do. And there's always people out there who don't care, they just want to, they just want someone else to do the work for them. You know, they want the handout. So. Just human nature. I don't know what monster they've got, but I suppose we could check. Oh, okay, it's like level 2. It's actually a Kraken down there, and it's Lord of Zozo, which is the Kraken monster that dropped the infamous Kraken Club back in the day. Basically, our plan for now is to just EXP as fast as we can, and whenever nighttime rolls around or weather type rolls around, we'll go looking for the monsters that can actually finish our challenge log for us. I'm glad they increased the drop rate of protein crystals by a lot. It was kind of dumb before. Another reason that people latched onto the train was it was the only consistent way to get crystals without breaking your hands. See, the one downside to doing Eureka like I do it is it's hell on your hands. Like, playing this game and like just constantly doing the combat at full intensity for like a couple hours, your hands will be screaming. At least mine do. I'm a little bit older, 30, so hands are a little bit shitty. Although a lot of artists play this game, and I'm sure their hands are way more work than mine. But, also, some of the notorious monsters can drop glamour items and minions. There's actually a notorious monster that spawns in these scorpions I'm killing. It's the circuit one I mentioned before. And he can actually drop or she, I think the fate text says that it's a girl scorpion, a queen scorpion, or whatever. Like these are her young. Fun fact, scorpions have live births. But anywho, can drop the scorpion harness, which wasn't something that it actually dropped in 11. In 11, it could drop a venomous claw, which could be used in a recipe along with, I think, 2 scorpion shells and some sort of rare leather. I want to say behemoth leather, but I don't think it was behemoth leather. I think it was maybe tiger leather. I don't really remember. Either way, you put that all together and it would make with the bone crafting skill, and you could make a scorpion harness. And it was a level 57 red harness, because the scorpions in 11 were reddish brown. And it was a really good harness, level 57, usable by pretty much every frontline melee job, including red mages. And it gave 10 accuracy and 10 evasion and 20 HP. It gave you plus 20 dark resistance and minus 20 ice resistance, I believe, to reflect the elemental strengths of a scorpion. And you wore it for the evasion and the accuracy. Mainly the accuracy. Accuracy was a penultimate stat in 11, particularly for melee jobs, because if you couldn't hit stuff, you couldn't kill it. You weren't doing damage, so. Accuracy used to be a stat in 14 as well, as I've mentioned many times before. It was replaced directly by direct hit in Stormblood. And before Stormblood, every monster had an accuracy rating that you needed to meet in order to actually hit it. And the closer you were to meeting that goal affected the odds of you hitting. And monsters had 3 different physical accuracy conditions and a magical accuracy condition. So from the front, it would take the most accuracy. That's the highest accuracy. So tanks needed a lot of accuracy. The backs took from the back to the least, and the sides, the flanks were in between front and back accuracy requirement. And so some physical damage dealers would only gear for the back accuracy so that they could have the theoretical highest damage possible. But this inevitably led to scenarios where the boss had to be moved and be in front of spawn circuit. I guess I gotta use shout. Circuit does a lot of damage, and I want to make sure that we get maximum credit because we have a chance to get a Scorpion harness if we do. We'll also get a tidy sum of experience points for this, so be good to show it off. Whenever you're in huge group content like this, it behooves you to get your dot on as quickly as possible. So that you can see it, but also so that it's on. Well, no Scorpion harness, but 30 Animos crystals is pretty great. Let's see, we're level 15 now, so we could use these lynxes. They don't spawn anything though. I think there's a monster type that's beyond them that we could use. Ethernet control. Like a little lab. Oh, we'll be coming back here soon enough. Mono eyes. Aurelia does Jardins. Mono Eyes, level 19. Okay. Not quite high enough to fight Mono Eyes yet, but they spawn a nice notorious monster that's worth quite a bit. We'll just it's closing in on nighttime now, so we'll just move back to the south here and use these coorals to level. Sorry if this is kind of boring. I'm gonna try to make up for it with my commentary here. My rambling. When the nighttime kicks in, we should be able to go around and find some ghosts. There's also a notorious monster up in the up near where we started this recording that is can only be spawned at night. It's the Pale Rider, and it spawns off I think level 18. Level 18 undeads up there. So that'll probably be a good place to go for that sort of thing. I love direct crit Nadares. The damage output we're giving out is basically the equivalent of an I-500 Samurai at level 80. I mean, it's not quite that high because we don't have all the skills available for level 80 Samurai, but the actual numbers going on right now are within that realm. Although, interestingly, I think the auto attacks we have going right now are actually higher than that somehow. Yeah, we just had an 11.4k direct crit auto attack, and we're not even in a party. I have a I-493 Samurai across all the characters I actually use in in-game activities right now, each with the I-500 Katana. And their auto attacks on a direct crit in a full party with no other buffs, barely over 10k. Hey, those are the type of undead that we want. Duskfall Dualhan. Let's actually see if we can't run up to the Marge real quick. We'll probably lose our chain. Although I could probably stop and kill stuff on the way to keep the chain going. Let's see. Although we'll probably run into other people up here doing it. Ah, the Duskfall Dualhans up here are going to be level 18. But that shouldn't be a problem. That shouldn't be a problem. Unless we, like, blood aggro or something. Because you can blood aggro. Your HP gets, I think it's below 30%. Then undead will blood aggro you. And there's a lot of these up here, so it might behoove me to put on defense. They might die a little bit slower. We probably won't be able to chain them quite as well. But I don't think it's really the chaining that matters as much as the killing. I think that's the attack buff. Yeah, attack buff. Yeah, we'll go back to attack. They're only 3 levels ahead, so get them. Feel quick and dirty. But see, the danger is we can't keep our HP high. If we get blood aggro even once, because they'll blood aggro from like 30 alms away or something. It could be real bad. So. Pale Rider is actually a horseman. He's one of these guys on a horse, basically. A lower level one. We'll stick doing our EXP because by the time we get there, they'll fold it and we won't be able to get gold. More than likely. I love Bloodbath. In the later iterations of Eureka, we'll be able to get a, starting in the 3rd iteration is when it gets really good, because we'll be able to get a set of skills and access to our Magia board. Not only will we have a chance at getting a 6th Magicite, but we'll have the opportunity to get things called Logos actions. And what they are basically super buffs that allow you to have all sorts of extra powers. Like, for instance, you can get re-raise. It's called like Spirit of the Remembered or something like that. Basically, it gives you a 70% chance that on death, you will automatically revive. That's pretty nice. Pretty nice. Oh, hey, look, we're about to get a one of our challenge logs done. One for undead. And we'll just have to keep an eye out for weather. Oh, hot damn. Call the police and the fireman. It's a good thing I never really intend to be monetized. I guess one really nice thing, and something that a lot of people like about Eureka, is the fact that the chat is always active and about the, usually about the content. And so it's a nice place to go to feel sociable. And I remember one really nice thing about the train was that when it got sufficiently large enough, Oh, we don't got a sync for this one. We can keep our chain going though, maybe. Even if you don't get any experience points, you can keep chains going, so. I guess we'll stick in this party for both of these NMs. Oh, excuse me. I kind of hate to let the chain go, but I can't move around and kill the Ashkin without triggering or aggroing the White Rider there. If you wonder about that number in the center of the Magia board there, that's the amount of times you can switch on the fly. And it recoups over time, and it speeds its recoup up depending on how many monsters you kill. But you can also just go reset it at base camp. So it's nothing to be too concerned about. Okay. Shoot, Sam, was that 34? Nice. I'm pretty sure they upped the amount of Animos crystals that we get in here. Or Lego brick. Oh, hey, we got a protein crystal for seemingly no reason. We're fighting it already. Is he trying to reset it, or...? Are we fighting it, or not? I guess we're fighting it. Limit break use isn't really important on the forest monsters because it doesn't really get you anything good. It doesn't enhance your credit, I guess. Let's see. We're level 16 now. Let's see. Oh, I'm capped on poetics. Well, it doesn't matter too much. I can go buy more I-400 gear while keeping my poetics up over 1,000. Just cuz. Yeah, that would be the next one that does make sense. Bombadil. Boot, scoot, boogie. Were those Cyclopses level 19? If so, we can go fight them now. We got about 16 minutes left in this recording, give or take. I don't think I'll get to level 17 before that, but we'll see. Yeah, level 19. Alright, so we can handle these. Okay, they already got Bombadil up, but I don't really care about that. The fate description can be kind of interesting, although it can be kind of hard to see with the Magi board. I don't know if I can reposition that. Let's see, duty gauge, duty action. Oh, you don't have any of that. I have no idea what it would be under. It doesn't have. I don't think it has a kind of like. Can I move? Yeah, okay, yeah, okay. You can drag it with the mouse. Okay. Cool beans. Let's put it like, yeah, there, I guess. Hyperbole can be employed to suggest that the stench of rotting Gubu 7 days dead is enough to kill a man. If that rotting Gubu, however, is being used as a vessel for a voracious Voidsent host, then the need for hyperbole is no more. Okay, we got plenty of nighttime left. Yeah, he's got Eileen clothes. I've got Dark Souls 2. Oh wait, no. I used to have Dark Souls 2. But not no more. Oh man, it's ice weather right now. Kind of nice that since it you don't lose your Ken key or your resources when you sync up for Notorious Monster in here. And down he goes. I would switch to the proper element, but I don't want to. None of that blaster shit. Cut that out. Sometimes that means instant death, and I won't be having it. I can't remember what the NM for this one is called. But it's for real. So we'll work on this one because there's a train about. Also because these things are hefty EXP as well as hefty enemies. Boy, is they hitting hard. Woo-wee! Hard hitting. $27.30. I guess that they're using the fate timer itself. Lego brick. Oh right, I gotta sync for this. Oh, that was like 10% of a level. It's kind of nice to fight this thing without a bunch of lag. As far as the end of this recording goes, I'll probably just, well, I'll probably do a second recording of Animos after I get to the point where, you know, I can show you Kryle's next quest. It'll probably be within this same instance. And I think this should conclude the story portion for Animus. Okay, so she basically told us to go up over there, and I think it might be a better idea to switch the tank. And now we just risk it. We just risk it. I think we want to go to the abandoned laboratory. Oh wait, okay, never mind. Actually, it was the Windhorn cabin. Where'd that go? Now this one's kind of tricky to get to, and I'm gonna go ahead and stop the recording here because we're almost out of time anyway.